Hi, I am Girish Kishnani, and you are watching 5-Minute Learnings. Welcome to the new series on theories of personality development. Today, we'll explore Sigmund Freud's theory of psychosexual development. In addition to being one of the best-known thinkers in personality development, Freud remains one of the most controversial. While he made significant contributions to the field of psychology, some of his more disputed and unproven theories, like this one, have been rejected by modern scientists. Freud not only theorized about how personality developed over the course of childhood, but he also developed a framework for how overall personality is structured. According to Freud, the basic driving force of personality and behavior is known as the libido. This libidinal energy fuels the three components that make up personality: the ID, the ego, and the superego. The ID is the aspect of personality present at birth. It is the most primal part of the personality and drives people to fulfill their most basic needs and urges. The ego is the aspect of personality charged with controlling the urges of the ID and forcing it to behave in realistic ways. The superego is the final aspect of personality to develop and contains all of the ideals, morals, and values imbued by our parents and culture. According to Freud, these three elements of personality work together to create complex human behaviors. The superego attempts to make the ego behave according to these ideals. The ego must then moderate between the primal needs of the ID, the idealistic standards of the superego, and reality. Freud believed that personality developed through a series of childhood stages in which the ID's pleasure-seeking energies become focused on certain erogenous areas. An erogenous zone is a region of the body that is particularly sensitive to stimulation and serves as a source of pleasure. Theory suggests that personality is mostly established by the age of 5. Early experiences play a large role in personality development and continue to influence behavior later in life. Each stage of development is marked by conflicts that can help build growth or stifle development, depending upon how they are resolved. If these psychosexual stages are completed successfully, a healthy personality is the result. If certain issues are not resolved at the appropriate stage, the individual will remain stuck in this stage and fixations can occur. A fixation is a persistent focus on an earlier psychosexual stage. Oral stage, 0 to 1 year old. During this psychosexual stage, a child derives pleasure from oral activities, such as sucking and tasting. Successful fulfillment of the child's feeding needs and proper weaning will result in the establishment of trust. Too much or too little gratification can bring about an oral fixation when the child grows up and can result in addictions such as drinking alcohol, smoking, overeating, or nail biting. Anal stage, 2 to 3 years old. The main source of gratification for a child during this psychosexual stage is the ability to control bladder and bowel movement. A positive and appropriate experience revolving around potty training encourages a sense of competence, creativity, and productivity. On the contrary, anal fixations can translate into obsession with perfection, extreme cleanliness, and control, or the opposite, which is messiness and disorganization in adulthood. Phallic stage, 3 to 6 years old. During this psychosexual stage, the erogenous zone is the genitals. Boys start to perceive their father as rivals for their mother's affections, while girls feel similarly towards their mother. Freud used the term the Oedipus complex to describe boys' attachment towards their mother, and Carl Jung later coined the term the Electra complex to describe girls' attachment towards their father. Fear of punishment leads to repression of feelings toward the opposite sex parent, and fixation at this stage may bring about sexual deviancy or weak sexual identity. Latency stage, 6 years to puberty. During this psychosexual stage of development, sexual urges are usually repressed. Children spend most of their time interacting with same-sex peers, engaging in hobbies and acquiring skills. Adults who are fixated at this stage are immature and have a hard time forming meaningful relationships. Genital stage, puberty onward. During the last psychosexual stage, the erogenous zone is genitals. Individuals' sexual urges are reawakened and are directed toward opposite-sex peers. However, unlike at the phallic stage, the sexuality at the genital stage is consensual. Here's a table containing gist of the psychosexual stages of development. People who completed the earlier stages successfully become well-adjusted, caring and secure individuals at this stage. While younger children are mostly ruled by their ID and focus on their wants, individuals at this stage have fully formed ego and superego. They can balance their wants, ID, with the reality, ego, and ethics, superego. Freud's psychosexual theory lays emphasis on early childhood experiences in the development of personality, the relationships that individuals cultivate, their views about themselves and others, and their level of adjustment and well-being as adults are all influenced by the quality of experiences that they have had during these psychosexual stages. Despite being one of the most complex and controversial theories of child development, we cannot discount the important ideas that Freud has contributed to the field of psychology and human development. That's all on Freud's theory of psychosexual development. In the next video we shall explore Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. Hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and follow or subscribe to my channel 5-Minute Learnings, and do remember to hit the bell icon to get notified on new content. Thanks for watching.